A, to do it legally where it makes sense?
It's very frustrating because, at every turn, it's just sort of like, it is, I want to say it's possible. We just don't know.
No, he's so fake and he's insecure as hell. The thing is, I don't even care about saying all this stuff. Yeah, you're not going to fight me, are you?
Joe Rogan recently criticized Floyd Mayweather over his alleged $42 million real estate scam, suggesting that Mayweather might be under investigation following the exposure of these schemes. Reports indicate discrepancies in Mayweather's claims about purchasing 62 Manhattan buildings with property records showing no ownership transfers.
Today will likely either be under indictment or at the very least under
Floyd Mayweather recently faced controversy after releasing a video claiming to own 62 buildings, including a 42-building apartment. Business Insider quickly refuted the claim, stating that Mayweather does not fully own the properties but rather holds a stake in them. The revelation has sparked further scrutiny about his financial dealings, casting doubt on his claims of being a real estate mogul and raising questions about the accuracy of his public statements ever.
Now, Floyd Mayweather Jr., there's a story circulating that Business Insider did talking about this $400 million property deal that he had been discussing here in New York City. But now, according to Business Insider, it's not what you think it is. They said there's no evidence there's been a sale of these properties, and it's 62 rental apartment buildings in Upper Manhattan. Here is what Floyd Mayweather had said at the time on a video that he posted on his Instagram.
I love bringing the people into my lifestyle, showing the people how I live. Now, I know you guys see me on a regular talking about real estate. Well, lately, I purchased 62 apartment buildings in New York City. And what I need you guys to do, slide over and check out the photos. It's not all 62 buildings, it's a few buildings, but guess what? All the buildings belong to me. I don't have no partners. And all the retail down low on my buildings all belong to me. Guess what? You can do the same.
All right. Well, now we're trying to figure out what happened, right, with Business Insider. So according to another update, he did ink a $402 million deal for a Black Spruce portfolio. When he said that it was all his and no one invested, he meant no one was funding his part of the investment but him. And so I think this is something where maybe he owns a piece of this or shares in it, but it hasn't changed hands because the majority owner is still the same owner that it was before. I'm trying to understand what happened with this, but I know there's a story that's circulating, so just putting it out there. Whew, it's a tough one. I'm trying to understand, as a real estate person myself, what exactly he is communicating when he's saying that he owns this, because they're trying to make it seem like
Rogan has been vocal about his skepticism towards cryptocurrency. During one of his podcasts, Rogan compared crypto to legal gambling, noting that it operates within legal frameworks but often lacks ethical grounding. He criticized the speculative nature of cryptocurrency, suggesting that many people get involved as a shortcut to wealth only to face significant financial losses. Rogan also expressed his confusion about the obsession with NFTs and cryptocurrency, calling those who invest in them weirdos. Floyd Mayweather.
Gambling is what it is. And it seems like, even though it's horrible to do and very unethical to dump it, to pump and dump it, it seems like that's legal for some weird reason.
Yeah.
You know, because I know that's the turmoil around the Haktua coin.
I want to start by saying thank you to all my true fans and all the people that actually watch my stuff and they keep up with me. We're trying to sort out all the pieces and stuff to like get all this figured out and make everything right. Oh my God, I'm gonna cry.
No, don't cry, don't cry.
That's the fear about the Trump coin, and because anybody can kind of make money now, which is so strange. And we're like, we make a JRE coin. What if we didn't dump it? What if we didn't pump and dump it? Like, what would it be for? How can you just do that? How can you just...
regulations have not caught up yet, right? So, and you see that any new emerging business industry technology, I think there are people who look and go, there's an opportunity here, because
along with Kim Kardashian, was involved in promoting Ethereum Max, a cryptocurrency that later came under scrutiny. Investors filed a lawsuit against them, claiming that their endorsements were part of a pump and dump scheme. The lawsuit accused Mayweather and Kardashian of misleading investors into purchasing Ethereum Max tokens, only for the value to plummet shortly after. This legal battle highlights the potential risks of celebrity endorsements in the crypto world, where unregulated financial products can lead to significant losses for unsuspecting investors.
are being sued over crypto. The pair was allegedly involved in a crypto scam under the name Ethereum Max, which has no affiliation to actual Ethereum. Kim Kardashian had posted on Instagram promoting the token, which shot up in price and eventually came crashing down as so many do. People believe Kim and Floyd, who promoted the product during his fight with Logan Paul, held a certain percentage of the token and made millions selling. Even NBA star Paul Pierce is getting wrapped up in the whole thing. I learned about this story on Morning Brew. It's a daily email newsletter that keeps you up to date on the hottest business news from Silicon Valley to Wall Street. It's also completely free, so subscribe at the link on the comment of this video to get smart fast.
And everybody in the crypto world is competing with one another. Whereas I feel like everybody should be able to choose what they want to choose and go with who they want to go with. I think everybody should work together. And what I always did.
Before anybody else believed in me, I believed in myself. Despite facing legal consequences in the past for promoting questionable financial products, Floyd Mayweather has continued to engage in such ventures. He seems to show little concern about the legal implications even after serving time in jail for similar actions. This repeated behavior raises questions about his financial priorities and the lack of regard for the potential legal repercussions. Mayweather's willingness to repeat these actions suggests a pattern of irresponsibility when it comes to his business dealings, particularly in high-risk sectors like cryptocurrency.
In the NFT space to launch his metaverse called Mayweather. There will be 5,000 NFTs with different utility, rarity levels, and rewards. But this NFT project is after a series of NFT and crypto scams he's started and promoted throughout the years. Some abandoned projects are Centra ICO, Ethereum Max, Floyd NFT, Bored Bunny, scamming his supporters for over more than $5 million. What do you think? Follow for more NFT.
Joe Rogan has also shed light on Mayweather's ongoing financial troubles, revealing that the boxing champion still owes the IRS a staggering $20 million despite his lavish lifestyle and continued spending on luxury items. Mayweather has reportedly neglected to pay his taxes. This is a glaring example of financial mismanagement, as it appears that Mayweather's priorities lie more in showing off his wealth than fulfilling his legal obligation.
IRS, how much does he owe?
It's in the $20+ million range.
It's a lot of money, man.
But it's not something that he's been, it's not like deception.
No.
It's just neglect to pay.
Neglect. And it's also like, I think, and there is like a truth to this. He makes so much money. There's probably a point when they're like, hey, it's time to pay your taxes. And you go like, all right, here's a check for $25 million. That's an incredible amount of money. And then they go, that's true, but you owe 50 more. And he's just like, that can't be right. I've given you $25 million.
Yeah, he's bought over 100 luxury cars from the same dealer and always pays in cash.
He has $15 million.
Mayweather's habit of buying luxurious cars, watches, and other high-end items has become a staple of his public image. However, despite his flashy lifestyle, he has failed to pay taxes on these purchases. This disregard for taxes has led to serious legal issues, including mounting debt and the constant threat of further scrutiny from tax authorities.
How do the people around him, how do the lawyers that I'm sure that he employs, the financial people that are probably running his life, telling him to stop spending $1 million a day, how do they not deal with his taxes?
Well, listen, he apparently had a tough time reading the thing, as they say. Like he didn't know what he couldn't read like.
That's BS.
Something.
That is BS.
They said something
Time
like
out.
that.
He is paying. I'm sure he's got a litany of people in his world.
I happen to agree.
Financial management people.
You think so?
How long before he's suing somebody for mismanagement of funds? You know that's happening.
You'd certainly think so. By the way, they announced, I'll get your calls in a second, they did announce the pricing for Mayweather McGregor. $100 for a high def, $90 for standard def.
Expensive cars and watches. He remains burdened with a significant tax debt. His tendency to prioritize personal luxuries over financial responsibilities suggests a lack of financial discipline.
You know what's crazy? People are always in my business, worried about what I'm doing, what Floyd is doing, what Floyd ain't doing, what I do got, what I don't got. Just know, I'm gonna stay in my lane. I ain't gonna with nobody, and I don't want nobody with me. If I go on vacation, my fault. When I go on vacation for 30 days, I take 30 watches with me. But you know what? What's crazy is this. If we add 10 more days, I take 10 more watches. But then I say, fuck it. If I want to bring out the one and only, then I bring out the watch that costs $18 million. Matter of fact, you know what I'm gonna do? For you motherfucking haters today, I'm gonna go fuck off $50,000 because I ain't got shit else to do. Money made.
Even with millions of dollars in earnings, Mayweather's failure to pay off his IRS debt showcases a disconnect between his public persona as a successful businessman and the reality of his financial mismanagement.
Mayweather, what they got you up under the gun again on $25 million in taxes? Hey man, you know, stuff about to get real for you, Floyd, man, because you already owe Gervonta Davis $33 million that you ain't paid him. Do anybody find it strange that your boy Floyd is on all the IRS money, on Dubai money, on Gervonta Davis money, but yet we have all this stuff, all that flash that y'all see, but y'all realize, man, he get a lot of that stuff free. Now, guys, I'm not hating because that is my favorite boxer, man. And like I said, I'm born and raised in Las Vegas, and I love his grind. He's a hell of a fighter, but man, hey, man, let the chips fall where they may, man. Everybody can get it on my channel. I'm just putting out that news, man, like the feds is putting it out there because the feds is all in that, man, business right there, man. How you on all these millions? But, man,
Mayweather's foray into exhibition fights post-retirement has been another point of contention. While these fights have provided him with significant paydays, there have been reports of him failing to pay his opponents the agreed-upon amounts. Deji, a YouTuber and fighter, has publicly claimed that Mayweather only paid him a fraction of the promised amount after their fight. This accusation has raised concerns about Mayweather's integrity and his ability to honor financial agreements, further tarnishing his reputation as a trustworthy figure in the boxing world.
To manager, agent, all of that.
Deji has secured the bag. After YouTuber Deji's recent boxing match against professional boxer Floyd Mayweather, Deji appeared on the What's Good podcast. YouTuber Mini Minter had a burning question to ask. This comes after fellow YouTuber Logan Paul fought Mayweather back in 2021 and was left unpaid.
I have to ask,
yeah,
just because of the Logan fight, I'm not asking how much, but did you get paid at least some of it up front?
Yes.
Okay. Because obviously Logan, when he fought, he keeps talking about how he still doesn't know anything.
Deji's experience with Floyd Mayweather wasn't just about money, it also revealed a side of Mayweather that many fans hadn't seen before. Deji described Mayweather as insecure, especially when a fan claimed they traveled to Dubai to see him. Mayweather's reaction to this comment, dismissing it as unimportant, reflects his sensitive nature and insecurity. It paints a picture of a man who, despite his success, remains deeply affected by public opinion and feels the need to assert his dominance in the most trivial of situations.
I don't even care about saying all this stuff. Yeah, you're not gonna fight me, are you, bitch? Okay. He's so insecure. So let me just tell you like some things that happened. Okay. So this was the Dubai podcast. For some reason, he's just making these noises, slah, 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 to his whole team, slah, slah, and just doing, just making some weird noises. It made no sense. And then one of my fans said, "Hey yo, Deji, I flew all the way from the UK for this."
Logan Paul, another figure involved in exhibition matches with Mayweather, has also criticized the boxer's business practices. Paul claims that Mayweather is financially strained, explaining that Mayweather's willingness to fight individuals with little to no notoriety is a sign of desperation. Paul's remarks suggest that Mayweather is in need of money, leading him to engage in exhibition matches for which the financial outcome may not always be as expected. This paints a picture of a man who is struggling to maintain his image of wealth and success. Issue, explaining that exhibition fights often result in financial complications if the fights don't generate as much revenue as anticipated. The promoters, including Mayweather, in some cases may not pay the fighters as promised.
Because I see a lot of people, people always bring up the fighter pay with the UFC, but isn't Logan complaining right now that he didn't get his checks from Floyd? Is that like a boxing issue versus a boxing thing?
You don't ever hear that coming out.
To this day?
You hear a guy going,
now?
I want to make $30 million, I didn't get paid enough. You don't ever hear guys going, yeah, they didn't pay me yet. Ever.
Is that like a boxing issue?
Well, here's what happens. When you go in and you do these fights and you make them, and Hunter, correct me if I'm wrong, you do these fights that are exhibitions or whatever, the commission isn't overseeing it. So let's say I did a fight with Mike. I got Mike fighting, Francis or something. The athletic commission gets the money up front. So they pay the fighters. They don't have to wait for. That was the big problem in the past, is that these boxing promoters would come in and they wouldn't make as much.
Seeking justice for the alleged unpaid amount, this legal confrontation would further damage Mayweather's reputation, as it would expose the financial mismanagement and dishonesty that have surrounded his post-retirement career. In response to Logan Paul's legal threats, Floyd Mayweather dismissed the accusations, claiming that Paul should be grateful for the biggest payday of his life. However, Mayweather did not deny the allegations, which seems to imply that there may be some truth to them. Ordering some bread.
Territory. Right. And you got to realize, when you used to getting, to them, that's real money. And I like YouTube because I don't mind getting a YouTube check.
Shit, we getting a YouTube check.
Right.
This is going to be a big YouTube.
Yeah, so, the money is not coming fast enough. That's why when they say money on the back end, as far as pay-per-view, it take a while, And he shouldn't trip. If he feel like he done great numbers and we done record-breaking numbers, then I understand. Nothing comes right away. Just like I'm still collecting checks from fights 7 to 8 years ago. I'm still collecting checks. Why? Because I made smart moves and I'm my own boss. So they hate when a table is turned. Right. Look how many years they've been owing us money. But we don't never trip.
Despite his ongoing tax debt, Floyd Mayweather's extravagant spending on luxury cars and other high-end items could soon lead him into serious legal trouble. His relentless pursuit of material possessions, even while owing millions, highlights a disregard for financial responsibility as his debt continues to grow. Coupled with his history of questionable financial practices and scams, Mayweather may soon face significant legal repercussions. His actions raise concerns about his ability to manage his wealth, and without addressing these issues, he could find himself entangled in even more severe legal and financial challenges in the near future. Right, everyone, stay tuned for the latest in boxing news, highlights, events, and stories. Subscribe to Ring Headquarters and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Be sure to watch our other videos too. Until next time, take care and stay safe.